Hello kids, let us see two more properties as we already learned addition and subtraction properties. Next two are solving linear equations using multiplication and division properties. Let's get started over here. First one, multiplication property. So as the property says, multiplying each side of an equation by the non-zero number gives an equivalent equation. This is multiplication property. One example I'll show that for understanding. So if A is equal to B is given, if A is equal to B is an equation, so then we can multiply both sides with some constant, a non-zero constant K, so that the equation get balances. That is we get an equivalent equation. So here K is a number which I multiplied on either side to make an equivalent equation, which helps us to solve the variable in the given equation. Let's see division property. So what this division property says is same as multiplication, dividing each side of an equation by the non-zero number gives an equivalent equation. I'll show with one example. If A is equal to B, then we can divide with some constant K on either side so that we get an equivalent equation. Here K is a non-zero number which I have divided on either side of the given equation, so that which produces me an equivalent equation. This is how we use multiplication and division properties. Let's see and remember point here. Multiplication and division are both inverse operations of each other. What it means is, as I said, we call those as undo operations. Where we want to undo the operation of multiplication, we have to divide with opposite number. When we have a division operation, then we have to use the undo operation of multiplication to solve the equations. So these we are going to use in solving the linear equation. Let's solve one equation. Solve 20x is equal to 100. So we have to solve the equation 20x is equal to 100, where you can see that 20 and x both are in multiplication combination. 20 times x. As we already know that undo operations of multiplication and division, if both are in multiplication, we have to take the inverse operation, which is the division. So with what I have to divide with in order to get the variable x here. So if you can see that there is a coefficient of x, whatever the coefficient of the variable, that has to be taken out so that to get the variable. So let's see that. 20x is equal to 100, which is the given equation. So this equation to be solved, so that 20 has to be removed from left side. So I am doing inverse operation of multiplication, which is divide with 20 on either side. So dividing with 20, which makes sense. 20x over 20 is equal to 100 over 20, dividing with. So let me strike off. So 20 times 1 is 20 and 20 times 5 is 100. As we can simplify this, x over 1, which we can write as x, is equal to 5 we got. So x is equal to 5 is the solution of the given equation. Therefore, we can write this as x is equal to 5 is the solution of the equation 20x is equal to 100. Here, other than this, we can check this operation. We can check the operation. How do we check that? As we have discussed in addition subtraction property, we can check that. So substitute x is equal to 5 in the given equation. So whatever the equation is given, in that we have to plug that. If equation get balances, then our simplification is perfect. Let's see that. 20x is equal to 100. So let me plug x value as 5 in this. So let's see that. 20 times 5 is equal to 100, where this point represents multiplication. 25 is 100 is equal to 100. So we got left hand side is equal to right hand side. As we got that, our answer is perfect and it is been verified. So x is equal to 5 is the solution. Let's see other operation. Solve the equation x by 16 is equal to 4. We have to solve this equation. If you can see that both are in division operation, x and 16. So let's see that. How do we solve this? Is x over 16 is equal to 4. As we know that undo operation of division is multiplication. We have to multiply with the number which we want to remove from left side. So if you can see that 16 is in the denominator, we have to remove 16 so that we can get the value of the variable. So x, so I am trying to multiply with 16, multiply with 16 on either side. So what happens here is x over 16 times 16 is equal to 4 times 16. I have been multiplied 16 on either side. Let us simplify this. 16 times of 1 is 16, strikes off and nothing is left over. So if we simplify left hand side of the equation, x times 1 is x is equal to, if you simplify right hand side, 4 and 16 will give us 64. So here x is equal to 64 is the solution of the given equation. X is equal to 64 is the solution of the equation. X by 16 is equal to 4. So let me check this. If the answer is correct or wrong, we can check it out. So let's plug the value of x is equal to 64. So substitute x is equal to 64. So let's see that. What is the equation actually given? X over 16 is equal to 4. So if I substitute in place of x with 64, let's see what happens. 64 by 16 is equal to 4. I am writing as it is right hand side. So we know that 16 is a factor of 64. 16 times 4 is 64. So 4 is remaining here. 4 over 1, which is 4, is equal to 4. Therefore, we can say that left hand side of the equation is equal to right hand side of the equation. This is how we solve that.